Hey guys, today we're looking at MMA fighters getting into skirmishes outside the octagon with other fighters. Well, who would have thunk it, that these violent men could lose their minds and fight anywhere, anytime. Wow, what a surprise. Let's begin, but first give this video a like to satisfy the like-loving slut that is the algorithm. Well, let's start with the first story of the always angry Diaz brothers. Nick Diaz faced Joe Riggs at UFC 57, and the fight was very close, and there was a ton of punishment delivered on both sides.
That's got to be very disheartening.
Determination to his senses, back to his feet, hit again.
The two took so many hits that they had to be taken to the hospital as a precaution, but they were taken to the same hospital, and while Diaz was receiving stitches for the cut under his eye, Riggs heard him talking shit about him, so Riggs started talking shit too. But the Diaz brothers are the kind of people who like to make fun of others, but don't like it when it's their turn. So Diaz pushed the doctor and rushed Riggs. They said that Diaz landed a left hook, and then Riggs put him against the wall and kneed him a couple of times before they were separated by security. They entered the fourth round at the hospital, and it sounds like it was still not very clear who won. Legendary fighter Don Frye was in San Francisco in 2007 for an MMA event when he ran into boxing trainer Sonny Westbrook. The event had been cancelled, and the promoter said that they weren't going to pay anyone because, well, there was no event. Things started to get heated, and Don Frye was trying to calm things down, but the fighter, Leland Chapman, kept running his mouth, and they were about to go at it, but that's when Sonny Westbrook, who was Chapman's bodyguard, got in the way and he went up against Frye. Frye started out really well, knocking Westbrook down with an inside punch, but then Westbrook got up and destroyed the legend. He was way too fast and way too strong for him, and he knocked Frye out bad. Even Chapman, the one who almost fought Frye first, was the one who grabbed him so they wouldn't hit him anymore. It hurts to see such a great fighter in this situation. After the UFC 37 event where Matt Hughes won by a knockout, several of the fighters, including Hughes, were celebrating in a club after the fight, and Tito, Ortiz, and another British fighter named Lee Murray were there too. Something happened that a fight broke out between the fighters' teams, and at one point, Ortiz and Murray faced each other outside, where based on Hughes, Murray landed a punch on Ortiz that knocked him out. He said that he was actually unconscious. Tito completely denies this, saying that they did get into a fight, and Murray landed a good punch on him that dropped him to his knees, but that he jumped right back up before the police arrived. I actually believe that Murray did knock him out, because Tito already admitted that he knocked him down. It's like when you say, yeah, my face is messed up, but you should see the other guy. Khamzat Chimaev is like the Diaz brothers. Every little thing offends him, and he has to prove that he's a tough guy even at the smallest slights against him. That happened exactly when he was walking backstage with his best friend Darren Till. Joaquin Buckley confronted Till and told him that they should fight in an upcoming event. It seemed normal, like how those times you see fighters challenge each other to a professional fight, talking a little bit of crap, and everybody's always calm. And these guys even shook hands, but Chimaev didn't understand anything, and he challenged him to a fight right there.
July, let's fight in July.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
London.
Yeah,
Don't say that.
You're gonna be ready?
I'm being ready.
Okay.
Let's get money. Let's get money, bro. All right. Appreciate it.
Who is that guy? Hey, let's fight now.
See what's up? Come on, mama. No, you gotta make your money. Make your money over. Go make your money.
What's up with Chimaev? The whole situation was friendly, but it seems that he didn't understand the joke. I'm sure Till said that he didn't know who the guy was as a joke, and Chimaev thought it was a random guy challenging his friend to a fight, and I think he wanted to defend him. He needs to calm down, or else he's going to make enemies out of the entire UFC. In the early days of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, many demonstrations took place on the beach, as the Gracies wanted to prove that their style was legit and better than other martial arts. Hugo Duarte was an MMA fighter, and he criticized Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu a lot, until one day Hicks and Gracie found him on the beach and challenged him. The stories vary on this, but what is clear is that Duarte didn't want to fight, but the Gracies went out looking for this matchup just to prove that their martial art did work. Duarte says that it was a setup and that the video was edited to make it look like he lost badly, but in reality, the fight was much closer than it appeared. Well, in the video you see Duarte getting destroyed, but you also see people kicking sand in his face, and those were Gracie students, so the fight was not very even from the beginning. Another video of the Diaz brothers. This time, it's the younger brother, Nate Diaz, who was arguing with a terrible comedian and former fighter Brendan Schaub about the Mayweather vs. McGregor fight.
I disagree. You tried. You didn't win 4 rounds. You didn't win 4 rounds. What rounds? You didn't win no rounds. That's what I think you do. Like, you drop on me. Hey, I have no problem with that. God, why are you saying your bitch fucking ass? Remember your career?
Once again, the Diaz brothers cannot take any hazing. He was the first one who took a shot at Shab, saying that he doesn't know anything. And it kind of hurt him since he's a bit of an MMA commentator from time to time. And well, Shab took a shot back. Hey, if you start making fun of others, you gotta know how to take it too. This did not go any further because Shab has said that he doesn't actually like to fight. And honestly, just because of the size difference, I think that Diaz would have lost. But who knows? Once again, we see Khamzat Chimaev, who wanted to challenge Paulo Costa while Costa was training in a gym. I don't know what they were saying, but Costa's partner and former fighter said that Chimaev was in the gym, finishing his sauna session, when he saw Costa. After 10 minutes of just standing there, he began to tell him that they should fight right now. Costa then stood up and started to say things back, while Chimaev was being held back. Costa looked like he was going to go right out there and fight, but there were other guys in the gym who stopped him. All this apparently started because Costa had said that Chimaev is a fake gangster. This would be a great fight for the UFC to arrange. They already have all the promotion that they could ask for. Costa also said that Chimaev did all this just for the cameras. One of the earliest villains in the UFC was Tank Abbott, who just likes to fight and brawl. Apparently, a day after winning his debut fight, he ran into another fighter named Patrick Smith in an elevator. They started arguing, and I couldn't find the reason why, but when Smith was getting off the elevator, Abbott hit him from behind and knocked him out. Then his team got on top of Smith and left him in a bad way. Referee Big John McCarthy and future champion Maurice Smith stopped the attack and took Patrick to the hospital. The beating was so severe that Smith almost died. Abbott is not your typical MMA fighter. This guy likes to fight for any reason and at any time. Nate Diaz and Khabib Nurmagomedov have hated each other since 2015, when there were rumors of a fight being made between them. That year, Diaz and Khabib's teams were at an MMA event when Khabib and his entire team started taking pictures of themselves, and Diaz was right behind them. Diaz said that they were making fun of him, so he slapped Khabib in the face, and things got heated.
And the reason why he got slapped was because he was not humble and not...
Diaz said that they were afraid of him, and that no one from his team, including Khabib, did anything. Khabib said later that Diaz is not worth the trouble, and that he is only good at talking, and that he knows that he is a professional fighter, so he can't just get into a fight with so many witnesses. Later, at UFC 239, Diaz again tried to intimidate Khabib's entire team while walking alone. They were quickly separated by security and nothing happened, but it's a pity that there was never a fight between these two guys. You've probably seen this one before, and this is another fighter who can lose his mind very quickly, and Jorge Masvidal, after winning his fight by knockout over Darren Till.
That's such his power shot.
Leon Edwards, who also fought that night and won, wanted to challenge him to a fight, but who knows what Edwards actually said, because Masvidal was furious. It's as if Edwards said, hey, we should fight each other professionally for thousands of dollars on TV with rules and everything. And Masvidal replied with, what did you say, man? Yes, I am a professional fighter who does this for a living, but forget that. Let's fight right now for no money at all. Masvidal is just insane. Well, what can you expect from people who like to fight for money? If things get heated, they are willing to fight anywhere and at any time. And then if you put two fighters together, well, all the more reason that they might just go at it. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time.